Alright guys, today we got another different kind of video. This one is financial advice. I want my channel to be financial advice, bodybuilding advice, reacting to class rap music videos, and all different types of things. Today we got want to be rich, question mark, drive a beater P.O.S, which means piece of right? Now this is from the Uneducated Economist. I've only watched like the first 10 seconds of this. Seems like an interesting video. I'm guessing this guy's American or Canadian or something like that. But this one should be educational, guys. Hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna give my take on it as well, so I'm gonna be stopping it at certain segments and certain parts. Check out my Patreon as well, and let's get it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. So I thought I'd read you guys this email and give you my response to it, because I thought it was a pretty good email that a lot of us should probably be thinking about. It doesn't really have to do anything about with the banking system, but just kind of more personal choices in life. Now, listen to this. I just found your YouTube channel 3 days ago. I enjoy your insights and will definitely be watching in the future. I do agree that new cars can be a waste of money and often are, but sometimes it's just unavoidable. I think your basic assumption that someone would have a nice car because of vanity is very short-sighted. I drive 45 minutes each way to work, and with a stop at two here and there, or with a stop or two here and there, that's easily 2 hours a day, every day in my car.
Damn.
So what is wrong with paying a small portion to be comfortable in life? Isn't that why we're all learning about the economy and wanting to make more money in the first place? I speak of work. Many people cannot use the car breakdown excuse more than once or twice in a lifetime at their employer, and it would just be too risky driving a beater all the time. The most important reason it is good to have a nice car is for safety. Imagine your wife is driving home with your 3 kids late night on a weekend from softball tournament. Would you rather be driving a 20-year-old Hyundai or a new Buick?
That's a good point, guys. He makes some good points. Don't buy a brand new car, but if it's for safety, if you have a family, you obviously don't want to be crashing because the brakes failed or something ridiculous like that. But yeah, we're gonna get into this video heavy, guys. He's actually making some good points about this.
Think of all the hours driving kids to school, soccer, swimming, karate, and everything they have to do, and all the time you spend sitting in the car and want to be comfortable and safe for that reason. I do agree with your premise that buying a vehicle for vanity is a very wasteful and even stupid. But the assumption that seemed to come across is that anybody in a nice car is being foolish with their money. That is just my take on it. Thanks for your time and all the good videos. Cheers, Ben. Ben, thank you very much for the email, and thank you very much for your opinion on this matter, because this is something that I think about quite a bit. I drive probably 2 of the ugliest vehicles in Astoria. I kid you not. Like, these are some pretty old cars. Over the last 4 years, I probably spent, well, $1,700 in vehicles and maybe another $500 or $600 in tires and maintenance.
That's not.
So over the course of the last 4 years or so, my vehicle expense has been incredibly low, very low. Insuring with liability on 2 old vehicles doesn't cost much. Now, I agree. Driving old vehicles, you are taking your chance. They are not the most reliable vehicles in the world.
If you have a big job, like especially, finance or something like that, you definitely want to be maybe a little bit flashy with your car, because not in terms of like what it looks like, but if you break down more than once, they're just gonna fire you, right? And especially that means losing lots of money from your job. Definitely don't do that. But literally, cars are just black holes when it comes to money, guys. You can just pour as much money into cars and it never pays off. Me personally, I drive a 2007 Toyota and it sucks, guys, but it's never broken down ever once in the last 15 years or 10 years, as long as I've had it. So it's an incredibly reliant car and it's brilliant.
But the vehicles that I have purchased, although they are old, are fairly reliable vehicles. And like anything else out there, you always have to have a backup. So you have to have two of them. $1,700 over 4 years is incredibly good for even one vehicle,
That's class.
let alone two.
That's incredible.
Now, when it comes to safety and transporting the kids, I totally agree. Newer vehicles, more reliable vehicles, that is definitely something that you should have in your decision making when it comes to the vehicles that you are purchasing. Now, I'm talking about myself. Generally, if you have a family, most of the time you're going to have two vehicles. So one vehicle for the purpose of what you were speaking, as far as transporting the kids and having safe and reliable and being able to, be confident that that's the abilities that you have with that vehicle. I'm speaking for myself, and I'm speaking from being completely broke and how to get out of debt and how to acquire money and how to become rich. And if you want to be rich, you have to drive a POS, period.
I need to find...
Wow, what a statement, guys. If you want to be rich, you have to drive a piece of crap banger. I wonder why he thinks that. Now, a couple of points here, guys. In Ireland, we have this thing called finance, right? Where you can just buy a car and you pay, I think it's like 200 or whatever the case may be. It can be like up to 900 a month or 500 a month if it's a great car, 900 a month if it's a really big flashy car, which is like a mortgage, right? Even mortgages are less than that. But people don't have money in the bank. They still live at home. They're renting, with a group of guys. If you're doing any of these things, guys, do not go out and buy a great car, because especially I'm talking about a really expensive car, because a car costs less than like 20,000. It's not really like a flashy expensive car. We're talking about a really great car, right? Like a 50,000 euro car here. So because it just makes no point, because if you get it on the layaway or whatever you call it, where you pay it monthly, then it's not that efficient to be doing that when you're pouring money into this car, when you should be pouring money into like a house or like something else, right? Financially.
That's what I've come to the conclusion. Because so much money is wasted in vehicles.
That is so
It's
true.
wasted in insurance, it's wasted in maintenance, it's wasted in fuel, and it's wasted in the interest that you pay on it.
Everything, the interest in the car loses value as soon as you drive it off the lot. Then you have to pay insurance. I have to pay tax. We have to pay NCT in Ireland. I know they don't have to pay NCT in England or America. I think you don't pay NCT, but a lot of different things, guys, that you have to pay here in Ireland for your car. And I see a lot of people, they don't live alone, or they don't have their own place. Like, I'm not saying living with like a group of guys either. I'm saying they don't have their own place, and then it's like they're going out and buying like a car like for like an astronomical amount of money. It's like, whoa, like what are you doing? Like the amount that you're paying insurance, and oh my god, it's just like a black hole of money, guys. Cars are just like ridiculous expenditures.
The depreciation that's in it.
Yeah.
I think about the vehicle that my wife had purchased at the time that she had purchased it. We just got a call from the dealership that she had got, from the dealer who had sold it to her, saying that, hey, that vehicle that we had sold you is now worth $4,000 more than what you owe on it. Do you want to trade it in? Use that equity. See, now she's buying an asset, something that's worth more than what she owes on it. That's pretty cool. That's not too often you find vehicles that do that. It's all about the decisions that you make with your life. Now, again, I am very much in favor of people buying new vehicles, because if you are buying a new vehicle, you have the capabilities of doing it. Now, most people who are buying new vehicles really don't have the capabilities of doing it, and that's really the problem, is that it drains their life.
Damn.
See, I drive two old vehicles, and now I have money that I can go venture around with my kids with. I have money that I can invest. I have money that I can do a lot of things with. See, I don't stress about bills. I don't even stress about my vehicles being damaged. I did a video one time when the Toyota got sideswiped. I mean, it bothered me for all of about 30 seconds.
This is so true as well, guys. My car is worth like 400 euro. We bought it when it was expensive as well, probably like 10, 15 years ago. And it's a Toyota, so it doesn't break down. But a lot of the times people hit into the car. My car has been like, not keyed, but like, you get those scrapes on the car. A lot of scrapes on all over the body. And, it's just like, I don't care. The last day I went to go work out in my local beach, and I parked up the car. It was next to a building site. Some builder, I was in the car, he just slammed the door into my car. I was like, yo, just watch it. I just said, yo, watch it to the guy. And he goes, oh, my bad, my bad. Car is fine, a little bit of a scratch. I'm not mad about it. If I was driving a Lamborghini or some sick car that costs 50,000, oh, you best believe I'm getting his insurance details. And it's going to go crazy, you know, so.
Okay. It's because these vehicles, as far as the amount of effort and time and energy that I'm putting into it, is very low. My concern level is very low. And that's what I like about that. See, if it was the brand new Camaro that I really want to drive,
oh man,
well, I would be nervous about parking that in the Safeway parking lot. I would be nervous about driving that to work and leaving it there for some homeless person to smash the window on.
So true.
Not that I'm terribly concerned about that, but if they happen to do it to my little S10 here, again, I would be bummed. I would be upset, but my level of upset would be pretty low.
That's
considering the level of upsetness that you would have if it was the brand new Camaro.
Very true.
Now on top of that,
yeah, super hot, serving bags of weed when my rider dies.
Man is spitting facts here, guys.
the Camaro is something I really want. The Camaro is something that I really want. And when I want something in my life, it turns into a need, and a need is a negative. So you know what? I can already have the Camaro. That's the thing. See, I could purchase the Camaro today if I wanted to. I could come up with the down payment. I could make the payments. I could pay for the insurance. I could make that happen in my life. I could have it, and I could drive it every day, and I would be super stoked to look super cool in that thing, because that's all I would really be looking for. Right? I do want to be comfortable in my vehicles. Right? You want to listen to music? This one came with a new stereo, and it actually has some decent speakers into it. Right? I drive 20 minutes to work. I actually have to go home every day to let the pit bull out so she doesn't pee in the house. So 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, that's 40 minutes. I don't drive, I mean, I drive almost as much, maybe not as much as you do, right? As far as Mr. Ben, yeah. You know, and I think about, like, do people really look at what vehicle I'm driving? Like, I know a lot of people make fun of the Toyota because it has the headliner falling and it's all broken down, and they're asking if I was sleeping in my car and stuff like that. And it's all funny to hear, you know, but everybody who knows me knows that I work hard. Everybody who knows me knows that I have this YouTube channel going. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm out there doing bingo and trying hard and making things happen. They know that I could go get any vehicle I want. They don't care that I'm driving an S10. A 2001 S10. They don't care that I'm driving a 99 Toyota Corolla. Nobody cares about that. Right? Now, if I was to go and buy a Camaro, I would be doing it because of vanity. Period. And I really want to do it. And someday I will. Right? But I can't do it now because although I can't afford it, it's not what I have in my life right now. What I have in my life is things like investments, things like acquiring better possessions for the house, right? I mean, I just came out of being completely broke. I do not want a car. I don't want the stress of a car. I want the car. I don't want the stress of the car.
Yeah, right. You said I just came out of being completely broke. Yeah, that's... Everyone's been there, guys. I remember looking at my bank account, having -€5 in my bank account. Now I have a lot more. So it's like you don't want to go buy these, you know, ostentatious things if you don't need them, right?
I don't want the payments. I don't want the insurance. I don't want the maintenance. I don't want to worry about it being damaged. I don't want any of that.
So true.
So the only thing I want is to look cool while I'm driving it.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, it would be completely vanity purposes, straight up. And I'm looking forward to the day I get to do it. And if that's a narcissistic thing to say, I don't care, right? I'm trying hard here, and someday I would like to be rewarded with that. You know, if it happens, awesome. If not, I'm enjoying the journey. So my camera cut out early on the video, but I couldn't leave you guys hanging, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Uneducated economist, you let me know.
Yeah, guys, let me know as well, because I want to know what people think. In Ireland, like, cars is a huge thing, and I get if you're into them, it's like fitness. It's like being into fitness or whatever. It's like a hobby that you have. That's a little bit different. But if you're driving a car just for vanity reasons, guys, should you buy it or not? I would argue probably not if it's like out of your means. If you have the money for it, of course, like why wouldn't you buy it, right? But just such a headache, man. I look at cars, I'm like, god damn. Do I have enough for a new car? Absolutely, guys. I do as well. But I don't think that getting a new car right now is the goal. I really want to make my money into investments, drive it back into this YouTube channel, do certain things with the money that's a little better than just riding down the road in a cool, whatever van or whatever pickup, whatever, some kind of cool car like a saloon Mercedes or something, something cool like that. I don't think it's worth it, guys. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think. I love you all, man. I hope you guys got some advice out of that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.